kick it off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Landry now on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Winston finding Taysom Hill complete. Touchdown, New Orleans! Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Harris running straight ahead. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Winston. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To the air on first down with Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll drop to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Winston trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves, right?
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Oh, terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jameis to throw it. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Winston. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Austin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Pickett now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's done.
Now a hit and a loose football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Jameis now on first down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ready? They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's got room, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Saints, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take